We move on to Sasha Banks, aka Mercedes Monet. She has this Monet magazine.
She has a
Uh,
magazine.
I don't even know what it is, but
Okay.
apparently she's always talking on it. She's already saying something controversial on it. I don't know if it's like a actually printed magazine or if it's just a Patreon that she calls a magazine. Don't know, but she's always talking on it and getting herself in trouble. Well, this time she talked about Stephanie Vaquer. She had just debuted in NXT last week, and I guess conversation came up about Vaquer. Mercedes, she said on her Money magazine, and it's the last sentence that really set the world abuzz, if you will. So
Before we go any further, is she in stupid character when she does this shit?
I'm starting to believe that she is.
Okay.
So I don't know the lead in, like what the question was, but she said there was this time with Stephanie Vaquer. Oh, by the way, this is from No DQ. I want
Mm.
to give proper shout outs here. Yeah, there's this time working with Stephanie Vaquer for AEW's Forbidden Door, which happened a few months ago. Stephanie flew in that day and got to the building maybe an hour before the doors opened. We just talked about the match a little, where she speaks a whole different language, that being Spanish. So that was so hard. I'm like, my God, we don't get time to walk through our moves. We speak two different languages. We're both tired, jet lagged, and hungry too. And then this was the line that pissed everybody off, or whatever it was. And then she said, yeah, that also turned out to be such a great match. She signed with WWE days later. I'd like to think that our match had a say in that. That line right there is what sets everybody off. So basically, she's taking credit for getting her a job. Let's just call it what it is.
I don't know. I'm not taking it that way at all. She said they had their match. Then what's her head was signed by WWE, and then she just said, "I'd like to think that one of the reasons she got signed was the match that we had." She's not taking credit for anything. She's just saying, "I hope I helped get her foot in the door." I can't believe you're putting me in a position where I'm defending this fucking cunt.
I know, right? I'm saying that's what she said, though. And that's the way people took it. So much to the fact that Stephanie responded via Instagram. As we know, English is not her first language. So the gist of what she said was before her little moment in AEW, she was sleeping on planes. She was hungry. She hadn't eaten for 4 days. There was times where she had to work 7 days straight, no
Oh,
breaks, for multiple weeks. That was her words. So she said that it's hard work that got me here, not you. That's basically what she said.
I don't think she took into account what actually Sasha said, because Sasha's not fucking taking credit for anything. She just says she hopes the fucking match that they had put enough of a spotlight on Stephanie Vaquer that she got a better fucking contract. And for Stephanie to say that shit, to me, it sounds like she's just listening to fucking internet comments instead of what Sasha said.
Well, she's a busy woman. She
She's
just
not busy
debuted.
enough to fucking run her mouth on social media. If you have time to post some shit that you're wanting to say, then you have time to fucking read what's being said.
I regret to inform you that right now in society, we are a headline society. We just read the headlines and react to it. You know that. Read some of our comments. Clearly, they didn't watch the video. And some of our comments come like seconds into the video, too. It's like, yeah, you clearly didn't hear or listen to anything. You just read the headline. And that's what you're commenting on. Even though in the video we'll say something completely different, but you're just commenting on the headline.
Well, just because society wants to lower its standard does not mean I am going to lower mine.
Well, that's fair. That's also the wrestling community for you.
Yeah, if all of that happened the way that you're saying, then I think Stephanie's in the wrong. She should have kept her goddamn mouth shut. And if
Yeah,
Sasha's
I
in
don't know why she.
character, that's even worse. Because
Yeah,
one, she's sucking at being a bitch, because that wasn't a bitchy thing to say. And then two, if you're getting upset with something, she's in character.
again, it goes back to the headline thing. We don't know that she's in character. I'm assuming she's in character because of all the stuff that she says.
Right.
She did an interview a couple weeks back. I think it was on the Breakfast Club, I didn't clip it out, but she said, you know, whatever you see, this is Mercedes Mone, right? Mercedes Vernado is who I am when the doors are closed, when I'm at home, hanging out with, well, I don't know who she's hanging out with now since she got divorced, but hanging out with my vibrator. That's Mercedes Vernado, but.
Sounds like Mercedes Vernado would learn how to speak Spanish.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, she said when she's outside of that, she's in character. So that's why I say all this stuff has to be in character. There's no way she can think everything revolves around her.
I firmly believe she does.
Well, then I think it's in character. You think it's real. Let us know what you think in the comments.
I think she listens to Snoop, and she got a big head.
That's fair. She also talked about that on the Breakfast Club, like how she found that out. But that's another story for another day.
Yep.
And it's not relevant to wrestling at all.
And we've covered enough Breakfast Club for a while.
Hopefully.